Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Froggy Stocks. Nothing I say is financial advice, entertainment purposes only. Happy Super Bowl if you're watching that. Wanted to jump on real quick, make a new video, download my thoughts on what's going on this weekend. We got a couple tweets that came out that I think are really important. One is from Roger James Hamilton, the CEO of GNS, Genius Company. He put up a poll. He said, AMC GNS, Sunday quiz. I'll abide by the results. I messaged CEO Adam and got both thumbs up and thumbs down. If a CEO wants to connect to other CEOs to fight, naked shorts, they should, right? So here it is. Here's the poll. Go to Twitter, vote on it. Obviously, I voted stand up. Aron has not responded to Roger James Hamilton after a tweet flurry from CEO Adam days before that he went on his next tour in Phoenix, where he met with apes at the movie theater. Aron was surrounded by more security than normal, and I'm guessing that he is nervous about what he's been doing, that retail has been diluted once again, which here's the filing from Thursday stating that they waived the lockup requirements with Antara Capital, allowing Aron to sell more ape in some kind of deal to negate some debt. It was a very bad deal. We're getting minimal cash at maximum dilution. It's the worst case scenario. I told everybody before, I said, if he dilutes and we raise a ton of cash, then dilution is good. But he's diluting us in the opposite direction. We're getting minimal money, minimal cash in the account, and he's diluting us at the maximum level. And here's the filing. On February 9, 2023, the company and the investor agreed to a mutual waiver of the lockup restriction in the forward purchase agreement, restricting sale, transfer, or other disposition of forward purchase apes. Meaning that after they sold Antara Capital all the ape back at 58 cents a share, there was a lockup period saying Antara couldn't sell, Aron couldn't sell, to stabilize the stock, get through the vote, and that way everybody made out okay. Now that they both agreed to waive the lockup, Antara can sell, Aron can dilute more. He did dilute more. Here's the deal that he made. In accordance with the mutual waiver, the lockup restriction will not apply to sales of forward purchase apes by the investor in an amount not to exceed the aggregate of 26 million forward purchase apes. 2. Sales of apes by the company in an amount not to exceed $140 million. The company also agreed that prior to March 31st, it will not issue or exchange without the investor's prior written consent any Class A common stock in return for cancellation of company outstanding indebtedness. That means that Aron can issue more apes still to this day as long as Antara says it's okay. We are now at the mercy of Antara Capital. They own over 28% of the voting rights on ape. I don't know how much they own on AMC. But this means that Antara can go ahead and dump all their shares if they want. They can go to Aron and request to buy more. They can do a multitude of things that could devalue our stock price and even more. And if you look and see at what's going on, it looks like now that AMC is trying to catch ape at a lower price. I still think they're going to try to meet around maybe $2.50, $3, something like that. But if we take a look, we saw AMC take a sharp drop yesterday. It recovered some. Maybe a short seller came in and covered some shares just to get out of their position. Who knows? But since Aron tweeted the words T0 again at I don't even know what time it was. We'll just go to the tweet. Every time he tweets the word T0, our stock price drops. It's crazy that this guy keeps doing this. He comes out with a tweet and we lose value. Important skills. This is 12:34 p.m., February 3rd. Important skills for a CEO are good judgment and good instincts. I took so much flack for vitriolic personal insults for not embracing T0 on Jan 10th. The SEC censured and fined T0 today. T0 Crypto announced it will cease operations. So glad I stayed away from it, which is really full. It's just, that's crap. T0 was fined and censored 2 years ago, and censured means they basically just slap you on the wrist and say you did bad. They paid an $800,000 fine. They continued to sell crypto. 2 years later, David Goon, the now CEO of T0, has decided we're only going to focus on security tokens. We're not going to sell crypto anymore. If anything, that's bullish. You don't want crypto assets mixed anywhere near actual stock assets after the Alameda Research FTX thing, because people will be scared of that. Companies won't want to list. So I'm predicting in the near future that T0 actually gets several new companies to list on their platform in the coming future. It's crazy, man. So every time this guy tweets this, look at that. That's Feb 3rd. Let's go look at the chart. What do we got? Feb 3rd. He tweets, we peak, and then it just dives. Is that February? Let me double check, make sure. Feb 3rd, yep. Tweets, he peaks, we die. We go on a downhill run directly to after he took the lockup waiver away with Antara. They agreed. Antara diluted, and all of a sudden, and this is after a halt too, which obviously we're used to that. Anytime AMC sees any action, they just halt it and they knock it back down. It's absolutely disgusting. But this guy, the CEO, man, he is absolutely known for doing this now, where when AMC has any type of action about to happen with it and we're going to get any value in the stock, he tweets, the stock dies immediately. And he went on a tweeting spree afterwards because he got so much blowback. And now he's out here. Yesterday I tweeted an M by mistake, but many of you thought it was being less than candid and in denial, and the M must have meant something. Nope, just tweeting error. But today I'm tweeting this, and it does mean something. Why? So he's out here leading investors into voting yes for this conversion, right? Which a lot of people on Twitter, Al from Boston, Froggy Styles, a lot of people are out there saying, if you vote no, then the shorts are going to get stuck in the play the way they were before. Now I say you vote however you need to vote. If I still had APE, I would probably be voting yes if APE and AMC was a spread, because I would make money on it. The risk on this is if you vote no and you're doing it for your own benefit, you do risk the potential that Aron cannot raise money for the company, which right now we have enough to survive through next year, in my personal opinion. But if you vote no, we can't raise capital, but we don't let shorts off the hook, right? That means Antara Capital, they could dump their shares, they would make a lot of money, but that doesn't let them off the hook with the AMC shares they need to cover. So it's a really interesting thought. If you vote yes, then Aron's going to raise a bunch of capital. He's going to dilute everybody again. Like later on, after the reverse split and your cost average is 300 a share, he's going to dilute everybody again. Now, personally, me, I would be, if this no vote goes through, if it does go through, if I was in a position, I had a $30 cost average and I wasn't averaging down right now while the stock is at like lows, and this no vote goes through, you're going to be like, man, I wish I would have averaged down. But I will tell you what I'm going to do, and I've confirmed this with a couple other people. Monday, I'm going to buy some AMC calls. I'm going to buy leaps out to 2024, and I'll tell you why. I think AMC is going to have movement upwards, or at least positive movement post his second dilution. That means reverse split, then he's going to dilute, he's going to raise maybe like $500 million to $1 billion. And then from there on, AMC is unbankrupt-able, right? By 2024, there will be twice as much movie productions going on. We'll have more movies in theater. AMC will be making more money, more revenue, and we'll have popcorn and the credit card, which I think he's going to announce in Q4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy leaps because I'm completely out of the play right now. I cashed out on APE. I'm glad I did when I did. I'm going to buy leaps for AMC, like $6 calls, right? 6 or 7, probably 6. And I'm just going to sit and hold on to those for the next year. And then when AMC finally does start to recover properly, right? Then those are going to print. I'm going to be happy. And at the end of this, I will make more money on AMC, right? Then all the crybabies can come out on Twitter and be like, you don't own any shares. You don't do this, that. I owned shares for 2 years. I got screwed for 2 years. I decided to fix my bags while the opportunity was ripe. I should have did it earlier when we were at 66 cents. I knew it. I should have went all in. I got in at first around 90, wrote it up, sold, bought more, wrote it up, sold. I fixed my bags. I ended up profitable, and anybody that followed me did too. And people are like, wow, why are you tweeting so much on Twitter? I tweeted a lot on Twitter on my other account because I was placing buys and sells so people knew when I was getting in and out. And you know who hates it the most? People like Colin Gladman, the other YouTubers, all these shills on Ape Radio. They hate when I post my buys and sells, which were right at the top, right at the bottom. That's how I made all my money back. Now there's people thanking me for it. So my question is, why are these washed up tubers and these fake Ape Radio people so mad when I tweet my buys and sells? Why are they so mad about it? Almost like somebody doesn't want me telling retail how I'm playing the play because I actually made money on it. The last thing they want you to do is make money. So super sus. It's absolutely crazy. Anyways, here's my last tweet that I put up. It's really important. I want everybody to please like, sub, share the video, share it out, and mention this tweet. Anyone saying you are a shill because you are questioning Adam Aron's actions, tweets, and recent transactions are absolute frauds. The people who do not want you questioning Adam Aron are the bad guys. They're not the apes, and if they are, they're the ignorant ones. But if you're an investor with real money in this and you see that we're being diluted like crazy and your stock value is going away, why are you not asking questions? Why are you not cornering Adam Aron and saying, hey man, what are you doing? Yes, I get you got to raise money, but why are you raising minimal amounts of cash, selling maximum amounts of shares at all-time lows? That's like such a stab in the back to retail. It's absolutely crazy. Anyone with real money in this play is wondering what the hell is going on, and the CEO is ruining the stock value. They want you silent. It's so important that you all speak up. So anyways, I highly encourage you guys to go read this filing. I'm going to drop it in the chat real quick so you got a quick link to it. Please read the filing. It's so important for you to understand. That way you can combat ignorance and just stupidity on Twitter in the community, whatever the community is. There's the filing for y'all. Keep in mind, this is why I'm out of the play. Keep in mind that Adam Aron can drop more shares at any time he wants. And Terra could sell all their shares Monday if they wanted to. There's so many things that could happen now that we know that those two are working together in mutual agreement to waive lockups, sell shares at certain prices, everything that we're talking about right now. So you need to be very careful. You do not want to see, if you're holding ape, you do not want to see your ape go down to 50 cents. And I will tell you this, if I see ape come down to the $1.90, $2 range, which let me show you this real quick and I'll tell you why. Ape, if I see it come down to the $1.90, $2 range, why is my, I hate it when this happens. Hold on a second. I hate it when my chart bar gets, my top taskbar gets erased on Webull charts. I don't use Webull, I just use charts. The $1.90, $2 range right here at this yellow line is very important to me because there is a gap there. There's a couple gaps. This one's already come down and filled. It may drop back down to this range. If I see it there, I'm probably going to load up for one more shot at ape going back to the 250 range. Right here is a big gap. If it hits and bounces, perfect gap fill. We start winding back up out till March, and we are still, to this day, keep this in mind, we are still on this upward trend. So that's important. If it breaks through it, we're going to 2. That's when I buy. If I see it maintain this upward trend, then I'm just going to buy AMC calls. Like I said, I'm going to sit back and let them value. I'm not going to risk ape. Unless we get to March and ape is only like $2 to $2.50 and AMC is still $5 to $6. If that's the case, on March 13th, I will buy as much ape as possible to let it go through conversion so it converts up in value, then I'll sell it. And let me tell you this, if I do it, I'm not going to vote yes. Just for the rest of the community that doesn't want to vote, which I don't, those shares I won't be able to vote anyways because the record date was Feb 8th. I don't know if my shares I sold after record date are votable. I don't know about that. But if I did have a vote, I wouldn't vote yes, just for the sake of the other people in the community that I respect, that I think do a fantastic job trying to keep this thing together and trying to keep the squeeze play alive. So keep in mind, we're still on an upward trend. It's healthy. If Adam Aron comes out Monday and they dump more shares, we're going down to 2. If it hits there, I'm going to load up half a position and I'm going to be very careful. If I see it drop back down to $1.20, I'll load up more depending on what the price of AMC is just to play the arbitrage. Personally, I think the yes vote's going to pass with or without retail. I think it's already set up. So anyways, that's it, man. Again, you know, Aron goes on an absolute tweet storm. And you guys saw it the other day because he got so much blowback from what was going on. And he tried to pull the excuse during the theater screening, talking about, oh, well, when I wanted to raise money back a couple of years ago when we were at $30, you guys wouldn't let me. You didn't want to vote yes. But the truth of the matter is, Aron never put it up for a vote. He recommended it, got some blowback in the community, never put it up for a vote. We didn't vote on it. We didn't vote no. He could have came out and said, hey, if I sell 10 million shares right now at $30, we can make X amount of cash and put it in the coffers and bankruptcy's off the table and we can do a dividend. If he would have marketed it that way, people would have liked it. But what he did was pulled it. And I have a suspicion that he allegedly pulled that vote because the short sellers came in and said, no, you're not going to raise that cash. Absolutely not. Because guess what would have happened? Retail shareholders would have went out and bought those shares at $30 a share, and we would have broke up out of that bull flag and went to new highs. Somebody came in, said, you're not selling shares, you're not putting it up for a vote, you're not raising another $1 billion, but we will let you tank the stock so we can buy in, flip our short position out of it, and we'll let you value back naturally after you dilute retail. That's what happened in my opinion. This dude has not told us the truth. Not once, man. I'm telling you, I do not believe he has told us the truth, the honest truth, completely unhindered once in a long time. It's just ridiculous. And you know what? Maybe we should play the video. I don't think I have it up anywhere. But there's a video out there of him making his speech somebody put up with their cell phone. I'm telling you, I don't like it. I don't like what he's doing. I don't like that I know if the vote passes, he's going to push retail into $200, $300 cost averages while AMC is only going to be at 30 or 40 and then get diluted back down again. It's absolutely crazy. And yes, I think Aron should be investigated. I personally did file an SEC complaint about his tweet back on December 9th, 2021, where he talked about T0, because as you can see, when he made that tweet, and I don't care who knows it, when he made that tweet back on December 9th, we did nothing but drop in stock price for the longest time. We just got crushed, absolutely crushed. Let's see, where's December 9th? Right here. We were in the biggest bull flag I've ever seen in my life. Look at this. I've never seen a bull flag this freaking crazy in my life, man. Just waving, and bull flags can last for months. They can literally last for 6 months, and that's what we were getting. And we were in a massive bull flag. December 9th comes around, he tweets T0 is likely illegal, basically gave the green light for short sellers to run on our stock because they knew Aron wasn't going to try to expose naked short selling. These little pumps we had, March 31st, this is where Melvin Capital blew up, most likely covered IWM positions and some other stuff. Then we right back down, they took all that value right back away, Melvin blows up. Then say Citadel comes back in, shorts it all down, makes that money, starts covering little by little. It blows up again on August 22nd. Everybody comes in and shorts the piss out of it again. And we go down to new all-time lows. And as soon as we start gaining value back and it looks like we're going to break out of this 2-year falling wedge, Aron tweets again about T0 and the stock price plummets. You can't make it up. If they're going to go after Musk for tweeting 420, then they need to talk to Aron about tweeting about T0 is likely illegal, debt covenants, inside company business that did not need to be tweeted on his unofficial account, right? That does not represent the company. It's absolutely crazy. And we'll just go to the tweet real quick for anybody that hasn't seen it yet. It's absolutely atrocious what he did. And he did it December 9th, 6:20 in the morning. NFTs are a superb idea, but not a 1 per share security token NFT dividend, as repeatedly described on Twitter. It's likely illegal. One, it's not. It's not likely illegal. It either is or it isn't. Breaches our debt covenants and or exposes AMC to huge litigation risk, which right there, him saying that, talking about his debt, the AMC debt covenants restrict them from doing any type of hunt on the naked shorts means that short sellers can go, hey, he just gave us the green light. Let's go destroy the stock, which is exactly what he did. That's what they did. So how is the SEC not looking at that? That tweet should have never happened. He should have came out and said, I hear your requests. We're looking into it. Thank you very much. And shorts would have been, oh crap, man, he's actually looking at this. Stock price would have went up. Instead, he tweeted the exact opposite, knowing it was going to crush retail and push us out of the play. Be aware of concepts that sound too good and easy to be true. Funny enough, Roger James Hamilton at GNS is in fact doing an NFT dividend with multiple other companies and even looking at blockchain for security token type offerings. So anyways, that's all I got for today. Wanted to do a quick video, guys. Hope you enjoy the Super Bowl. Please like, sub, share it out. Let me grab some comments real quick before I bounce though. Jimmy Barr, what's up, bro? Chris F. I hate Trey's trades for getting me an AMC. I lost way too much money. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. And you know, honestly, when we were in the bull flag I showed you guys earlier right here, Trey was right. His information was correct. Now, what all went wrong is when Aron sold us out with the whole T0 thing and the community flipped on cohodes and they were pushing anti-DRS, anti-T0, anti-Terra. That's where it all went wrong. When that all started happening and the clout chasing started, then it went downhill. Now, Trey and all the YouTubers from here to here, you know, they should have just said, hey, this looks like bad. I think it can go up. But, you know, hindsight is a real bitch when you're a YouTuber. I've said some things that didn't happen. I still think I'm right about the credit card and the popcorn. I still think Q4 is going to be blowout. I still think there's value to be had in the play. But you have to play it understanding that Aron basically wants you out as an investor. He's selling us out and pushing us out. So I get you, man. I hope there's a way you can find to make your money back, Chris. I really do, man. No more AMC shares. Go Birds, PD, Big Daddy. What do you mean 300 to 30? Big Daddy, if you bought in at AMC at $30 a share and we 10-to-1 reverse split after conversion, your new cost average is $300 a share. AMC will be 30, but your new cost average will be 300. It's simple vote, the opposite, no hedge fund. Yeah, man, I get your rules. A needs to go away. He probably will. I'm guessing he's going to retire soon. How much have you made doing arbitrage? Since I started talking about arbitrage months ago, I managed to pull over $36,000 from playing ape arbitrage properly. That's why I tweeted nonstop while I was doing it. I let everybody know what I was going to do. I made a ton of money running ape up from like 90 to freaking 330. And then in between, I was flipping it in between, man. So I made all my money back that I lost on AMC, and I'm actually in the green on it. So I'm hoping I can still pull some value from it through the next couple months. There's going to be a lot of volatility. I'm going to buy the AMC leaps because I do think there is a potential on conversion, reverse SIP, QSIP change where the market just melts down. Everybody lied. It's all a mess. They can't do it right. And you see AMC just pop, right? There's potential for that. That's why I'm buying the calls, because it's really low risk for me to buy the calls instead of shares that could just get diluted and knocked down later on. So lower risk on my AMC calls that I'm going to buy because I'm only losing my premium. Oh, Wall Street needs to go away. Yeah, if it did, I'd be bored though. I mean, Wall Street is corruption. Everybody knows it. Welcome back to YouTube, Spence. Thanks, man. All Ape did was tank the price and now he wants to merge and dilute. Yes, absolutely, Macho Savage. Absolutely. When Pounce, checkmate. Yeah, exactly. He's misleading people. The tweet he just put out is so misleading. Look at this. Yesterday I tweeted M mistake, but now you thought it was being less than candid or denial, and that M must have meant something. Nope, it was just tweet error, but today I'm tweeting this and it does mean something. Why? Master of mislead. Master of misleading. Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. Just diluted shareholders, made minimal money, and now pushing a yes vote. This is incredible. I don't even know what else I should say to him on this. This is incredible. It's absolutely mind-boggling that he's doing this. Yes. This is incredible. Your shareholders. So here's the deal. Here's what I'll say. Maybe his plan is to blow out the market because you got to convert, reverse split, change everything, QSIP change. Maybe shorts have to cover. The problem is, even if that happens, Aron knows FINRA is going to halt the stock. The SEC is going to jump down the throat. I think actually what's happening personally is that this has all been laid out and planned out and broadcasted for months so that all the shorts can manipulate their positions through arbitrage to get ready to cover at a gain so they can get out of the play and there's no short squeeze, but the stock price does come back up to the $30 range, right? And then Aron dilutes, raises $1 billion. The problem is Aron in his mind is going, no, I'm going to save the company, and that's what retail shareholders want. And what we do, but the problem is not at the expense of us getting $300 cost averages. That's the problem. It's absolutely insane, man. All right. This guy sounds salty. Liquor store. Yeah, okay. You're on YouTube on Sunday during the Super Bowl coming to my channel to say I sound salty. I made money, so I don't even know what you're talking about. Rockman, thanks, Rodriguez. Any thoughts on Tony DeNaro? I think Tony DeNaro is an absolute fraud. I think the dude misleads a ton of people all the time. He has stolen so much of my DD, so much of my content that I literally just had to block him. I do not like anything he does with any of the other guys. I think Phil for real is an absolute scam artist too. I think all they need is the YouTube money in super chats. That's the only reason they're here. When is the next space call on Twitter? I'm working on that. Since it's Super Bowl, it's kind of lame today. Probably Tuesday or Wednesday we'll get back on and do a space call. Did you see the video of AA? He blamed retail for voting no and his last dilution vote, completely admitting that he keeps doing it in the back room. Dirk, absolutely, Enhill. Look, Aron, we didn't vote no on the dilution vote. Aron pulled the vote and we didn't get to vote. There may have been, he based that on Twitter, there may have been thousands of people that wanted to do another dilution at $30. And he pulled the vote. He pulled the vote because his big money buddies told him not to raise that capital on the backs of their short positions. It's absolutely crazy. Retail is being diluted now, and he will dilute during and after the AMC board, banks and institution shorts and hedge funds screwed us all. Yes, Prometheus. Absolutely. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for today. Thanks for the comments. Please like, sub. I'll be back on this week covering more of this. I'll let you know when I get my AMC calls. If Monday looks good, if I see a big price spike Monday morning, I'm going to watch very close early Monday morning when the market opens. I'm going to buy those calls. I'm going to buy them light. If I see it drop, I'm going to buy more on the way down. If I see it spike, I'll just hold on to them and we'll see where we land. But that's all I got for today. You guys have a great one. Froggy Stonks out.